Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yo, my man Max 611s, mine's like a weapon. Big brother R, often leave others in awe. New York, we walk the walk and we talk the talk. Got some serious sports fans who bark from the heart. Sophisticated talk for your modern day fan. You number one resource for your fantasy draft. The illest sports show, all you cats got to know. Already we the greatest, imitators got to go. We in the paint, come and join in the debate.
A friend to the show, and we are a friend to you. So please promote yourself, Ryan.
No, just, a fan of the show, guys. I'm out of radio. It's been a while. I miss these chats, but I don't miss the other parts of the business that you guys know about.
Yeah,
but, no, I missed you guys' show. Quality is rare to find, so I always kept listening to you guys. And Rodney said hit me up tonight for tonight's show. More so talking HBO, and I just want to piggyback off Mark real quick. The reason Tom Loeffler would want that show at the Garden isn't that where Triple G robbed Danny Jacobs in a fight not too long ago?
Sir. Yes, sir. There you
go.
That's
right. I forgot.
Yes, sir.
I forgot about that.
That's what I kept thinking, the same thing. And people are like, oh, Triple G got robbed. He got robbed. No, he lost the close fight. I had it I had it 115, 113, but that's not a robbery. I think we exaggerate on words from if everyone watched the storm. I hope everyone's safe in North Carolina and the region for that, but everything gets exaggerated. People get scared. People want to jump to conclusions. So it wasn't a robbery. It was a clean boxing match. I don't think any of those judges would want that again. That's difficult. That's brutal. I mean, to find it that way and to get that way. The only thing interesting is that out of the two fights, within the scoring, only one judge had it for Golovkin in both fights.
Right.
Hey, Ryan, let me hold you guys up for a second. I want to bring these other two guys in here and get them involved. The last four digits is 5265. Welcome in the paint. Please introduce yourself. Where you calling from?
Chandler, Rochester still sucks.
Yes, it does. I agree. And
Chandler, hold on. Wait, I got to say something to this guy. I'm going to get you, Chandler.
Here we go.
What's up, Ryan?
Whatever. Crazy. We got 9727. Welcome in the paint. Please introduce yourself. Where you calling from?
That'd be Marshall from Owensboro, Kentucky.
All right. What's going on, Mr. Marshall and also Mr. Chandler? Thanks for calling in and joining us. And, Ryan, my man Ryan, just broke down some stuff about the Garden, and which I totally forgot. And on this fight, the second fight between Triple G and Canelo. Listen, we're going to have our little round table, man. So we're going to go round and round on this until we exhaust every opinion. So, you know what I'm saying? So Chandler, Marshall, did you see this fight?
No.
I didn't see the fight. However, I saw the after. And a little clip from one Stephen A. Smith, and I know we've discussed Mr. Smith's opinions, but he was the first, shall we say, rabble-rouser to scream that Triple G got robbed.
Wow. Figured.
I figured. And then, of course, my own personal favorite comedian, Gabriel Iglesias, that he was at the fight. And, of course, he had one of his buddies thinking that, they were rooting for Alvarez, of course, but still, they like boxing as well. Here's my take on the whole thing. I didn't see the fight, but I kind of have an idea of kind of what went down based on what y'all said on Friday. Triple G is, first of all, I mean, like I said, Marcus said he was sucking wind, but second of all, he's a counterpuncher. So if you're a counterpuncher and you don't have the stuff to really just go out and just knock somebody out, I mean, Alvarez, it's not like he fought defensively. So he's not going to, let Triple G get in there and just basically knock his ass out, because that's pretty much the only way, other way you're going to get a decision is that you're going to win this fight. And I realize that people, I think one of my friends had it scored for Triple G, but, I mean, it is the judge's decision. The thing about it is, if you leave it up to them, I mean, it's going to kind of not – you leave it in their hands, kind of, sort of. I realize boxing's kind of a decision sport because unless you just straight knock somebody out, it's going to either come to a decision. And it just paid – I just think Triple G probably need to get a little aggressive. But the problem is Alvarez fought defensive, and you know what? He didn't. If he fought defensive, that means he's staying upright and not getting in like Mark said, getting in the ropes, right. And picking his spots as far as to score punches and when to get the score. So,
right,
Triple G getting robbed, I just don't see it.
No. Where's one in Chandler at? Chandler, I know you didn't watch it, as you said. Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
What happened?
None of that happened in the fight, though.
Huh?
Canelo came forward to fight. He wasn't counterpunching, and Triple G is a headhunter. He's got an 85% KO rate. He's 34-1-1 with 34 knockouts. 38-1-1 with 34 knockouts.
Right.
Yeah, he's not going for a scorecard.
No,
it was definitely not against the ropes. Those guys were in the middle of the round in the ring.
Right.
It wasn't a war. That was not Hagler-Hearns. Maybe for today's fighters and today's boxing casuals, sure.
Yeah.
But nah.
Yes, and I got to flame Paul Pierce, the former NBA player, because he erroneously said this was the greatest fight of this decade. Paul, go play basketball. Thank you.
Exactly. Sit down. Have some.
It's not even the best fight of the month.
No,
right.
It was a good fight though. It was a good fight.
Yeah,
it was a good
fight.
I will say that.
Yeah.
It was
absolutely.
But
I get back to Rodney's point. I'm actually glad it's over too. I'm glad it's over.
Mm-hmm.
These guys cannot promote anything. They cannot get you excited about a rematch that had a failed drug test involved in negotiations. No one could. They couldn't capture anything of that. The HBO was terrible. Tom Loeffler's terrible. Golden Boy was lazy. That build-up was horrendous.
So Ryan, what do you think the numbers? What do you think the pay-per-view numbers will be? You think it got over 1 million, 2 million? I think the last one had almost 3 million.
Man, if you're at 3 with that one promotion, I'll say 2, maybe under, maybe lower. I mean, Golovkin was never a pay-per-view draw before.
Right.
Alvarez took off as one after the Mayweather fight and has really held his own. At least, 800,000, I want to say, is his lowest, maybe entry pay-per-view. So he's going to bring 1 million. And then the rematch, people know the names. All the radio is butchering Golovkin's name all week. And so at least they got that out there, that there was a fight on. But, 1.6, 1.7, I'd say.
Okay.
I think that's a fair number. I know my man Chandler didn't watch the fight, but do you have any thoughts or opinions on this one?
No, I don't care about either one of those fighters. They're both trash.
Oh, you know what? I'm glad you said that. No, seriously. I am glad you said that because, and I was going to say this tonight, and I'm going to receive some fire, and I just don't care. Because I forgot to mention this in my, opening. My impressions, man, I got 2 impressions from this fight, man. And if you've heard me say on the show, I talked about Canelo before he fought Floyd and Austin Trout and some other people. I was like, well, what's his resume like? He's got a better resume than Triple G. I'll put that out.
Definitely does.
Definitely does.
But those are a lot of catchweights. A lot of catchweights.
Okay.
Cotto at the end. It's not. You're not splitting hairs as much as you can't argue who won the fight. I would think I would edge Canelo having a slightly better resume because it was smart to take that Floyd fight early at 21.
Yes. Right.
That was his 50th win. I don't think anyone's realized that was his 50th win against Golovkin on Saturday. He's only 28.
That was his 50th, right?
That was number 50 already. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I didn't even realize that. Damn. And just like you said, he's 28 years old. But Ryan and guys, I have to say this, and Ryan might disagree with me because he's a big time boxing aficionado. Mac might disagree as well. My thing is this: Canelo, he's okay, but he's not. He's not on that. I'm sorry, he's just not. I have to honestly be honest. And what's even worse than that is Triple G is overrated too.